going on, everybody? It's your boy Hard Conversation.
I might sneeze.
We back with another video, guys. It is Wednesday, so you know what it is. Video time, guys. So first thing is we always start off, man. Like, subscribe, comment on the channel, guys. I think we got 20-something subscribers now.
Yeah, 20, like 20 subscribers.
20 subscribers, guys. So we growing this thing, man. Just share the video. The word is out, man. It's a new sheriff in town, man. We really putting these guys on notice. It's out there spreading that BS NBA news, man. We give it real, we give it straight. So like, subscribe, comment, guys, if you like what we doing. Twitter, Instagram, right down here below the video, as it always is, man. So let's dive right the fuck in, man. So what we talking about today?
Right, talking about, I mean, playoffs are hot right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's looking good over on both sides. Me, pretty much. I seen Boston kind of. I seen scenarios in which I would see Boston winning, and then I seen scenarios in which where I would see LeBron and them winning. I thought, you know what I'm saying, if he had a performance like last night, I was like, they probably could win the series if he does that 4 times. But I was wrong. They looked at that like, okay, ain't got nothing else.
Yeah. And
they dusted them off. It was a pretty close game. You know what I'm saying? The Cavs had a solid little lead, for the most part. Yeah. Had a solid lead for a bit, but you know they don't play like a defense.
They don't play no defense.
You know what I'm saying?
So, and that's been the thing about the Cavaliers all season. That's been swept under the rug. They've been terrible defensively all year. It don't matter.
Everybody knows.
Pre-trade, after the trade, after the new trade, they were terrible the entire season. And I told everybody that was eventually going to come back to bite them in the ass, because you can't continue to play trash defense with these better teams and expect for that shit to just slide by. In a regular season, you can get away with that because the games don't mean as much.
Or if you got like a far more talented offensive team, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people get it twisted with the years of luxury he had. He had 2 other All-Stars. Now you have Kevin Love, which was an All-Star. But he's not going to go take over a game where they treat it like that. Yeah. Also, but I think I get into why those guys, a lot of people just like to bash them for missing shots.
Let's say this first. First of all, don't even try and pull that slick shit. Y'all the same motherfuckers who was at the trade deadline talking about, oh, they got younger, they got better. Everybody, that first little week.
Yeah, that was the first thing.
They lost the 2 games. And then they won, like, what, another 4 or 5 games? Everybody's like, oh, this is exactly what the Cavs needed. Stop that shit. Because I don't want to hear y'all niggas trying to put the shoe on the other foot.
Yeah, man,
at this point. Cut it out.
Give us the Dwayne Wade back.
Yeah, cut it out.
Yeah,
we don't know excuses. Anyway, finish your point, man.
Yeah, but look, so, I mean, everybody like to bash the role players for, you know what I'm saying, not performing. No, there's no excuse for that.
They sucked last night.
If you take a point guard and put him off the ball and turn him into a catch-and-shoot guy, what do you expect him to do? If you take a guy who's normally hitting shots off the dribble, the wild shots, and then you make him a catch-and-shoot guy, what is he supposed to do? If you turn a guy like Kevin Love, who used to posting up, coming in and out, knocking out open threes, he has the ball creating in the post, and then you tell him to just catch and shoot. What do you think their production levels are? Some nights they're gonna have good nights because they can shoot. So you know what I'm saying? Hey, some nights you're gonna get him. But George Hill is a player who has no value on the team. But on defense, their team defense so bad, that's out the window too. Like, you can't defend a guy.
And that begins with LeBron. So, and people don't understand that, is that, you know, he's the best player on the team on both sides of the ball. He's the best defender, best offensive player. So, well,
the best defender is George Hill.
When he puts his effort into it, he's the best defender. He can be the best defender. He's traditionally been the best defender. But outside of some of the other teams you've had where they had like a specialty defender guy to guard those kinds of players. But other than that, LeBron has played 0 defense at all. I mean, there's been a number of plays throughout the entire playoffs and series. Matter of fact, I.K.H.C just showed me one 5 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah, my man.
Where the nigga didn't even bother to reach up for a rebound. He looked at it like,
scream out, but he had 10 rebounds. They getting waxed, and Jason Tatum got a rebound. It was knocked out by Al Horford.
Was that Morris or Smart that grabbed the rebound and
knocked it out? Somebody knocked it out, either Morris or Horford. Jason Tatum got the rebound, went to the rim against Tristan Thompson. He altered the shot. Hey, LeBron, go over there and get the air ball. No, LeBron's standing there, not doing anything
looking at
all.
The ball. Looking at the ball.
Just looking, and my man Marcus Smart comes and lays it up. It's like, yo, y'all like to talk about numbers and point to it like it's a perfect game.
Like,
it was a great game. Don't get it twisted, but it's a it's not about necessarily what you do as it is how you do it.
And when you do it.
Because you think he had 42 points, but he scored 21 in the first quarter.
And they were still only down 4 points.
It was only down 4 points, and then they had a pretty solid lead going into the halftime. But them two unfortunate plays that they made, 2 turnovers they made at late,
in the half,
cut it to 7.
Cut it to 7. Yeah.
Cut it to 7. So, I mean, it's just like a winning brand of basketball. But you got to think these guys have to overcompensate for LeBron's, you know what I'm saying, what we call weaknesses. His weaknesses is he becomes like basically useless. The moment he throws the ball to another player, he becomes one of the, just like a regular nigga in this, that's on the floor. He don't do much.
It's a hard truth. It's a hard truth. I understand.
I mean, it's a lot of players like that that are great. That's not taking away from his greatness, but it takes away from other players. Because if I want to create a shot, or if I want to do what I like to do best, the way that I'm most effective, I can't even do it because I have to compensate because you're the best player on the floor and you have this weakness where you can't do anything without the basketball. So now I'm forced to just play off the ball when, like, how does that sound though? Like, if y'all don't believe me, like, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, like to do the whole makes his teammates better. But there are 4 examples of where that's absolutely not true.
Matter of fact, we don't
For example, this year.
Yeah, well, there's that, but I mean, look at so just look at these players' productions when they get to the Cavaliers. First of all, that's the easiest way to do it. Look at these guys' production when they get to the Cavs. Kevin Love didn't get any better. J.R. Smith didn't get any better. Fucking Rodney Hood didn't get any better. Jordan Clarkson didn't get any better by joining the Cavaliers. So it's not that I'm knocking LeBron, because you still can't shoot the ball for people. You still can't make them do certain things, obviously. You know, but at the end of the day, there's this whole notion that LeBron makes everybody he plays with immediately better because of his play style. And that is absolutely not true. And you're seeing it in this series because they're taking away his options. Okay, LeBron, we're going to get the ball out of your hand, make these other guys beat us. The problem with that is that the only reason they've gotten as far is by the nigga having the ball in his hands the whole time.
For me, man,
so,
like he was saying, there's no such thing as making a player better, man. You could give a guy better opportunities than the next guy if you're a great passer, but it's still up for that player to, you know what I'm saying, finish. If I'm a great shooter and a regular nigga passes me the ball, I'm supposed to make it. It doesn't matter who passing the ball to.
And I don't want to feel like we're coming down just on LeBron, because Ty Lue hasn't done a great job either with making adjustments.
LeBron is out there playing and coaching.
He's a player coach. Don't get me wrong, he does call plays, things like that. But Ty Lue hasn't done a great job with making adjustments either. His rotations are weird as fuck. I mean, sometimes he puts lineups out there that don't make any sense. Don't play like Jordan Clarkson didn't play at all last night.
Yeah,
0.
That's kind of crazy.
Like, it's just for what? Like, he could have probably maybe came in and gave him a little bit of energy. Who knows?
14.
You know, who knows?
13.
You know, who knows? He gave you 10, 12 points. You right back in the game. So
to me, I think the keys to victory for next game is LeBron's going to have to allow guys to be themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like with Kyrie. Imagine if he was just, you know, basically, Kyrie is one of the exceptions, Dwayne Wade. You know what I'm saying? But look at Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh suffered in that whole trio.
Yeah, he really did.
But if he allowed, you know what I'm saying, guys to be themselves, they would get more production from him. He just has to find a way to be himself within that, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, you're not going to win. Because now, if you guys didn't pay attention, the only reason I'm even mentioning any of that is not to bring LeBron down, but it's to talk about, they were rolling, man, they was having all these crazy looks at each other, like they didn't like each other. Like they had problems with each other, beefing on the court, on the bench, they had no camaraderie at all. They like getting into it with each other. Like LeBron, you can see LeBron was frustrating certain players last. You know what I'm saying? They were frustrating them because it's like, man, he's shooting all the shots. A lot of these guys are getting shots, but it's not the shots that they want to take. It's not the shots that they can, the best shots that they can take. You know what I'm saying?
And stats do lie. And this generation is super analytic. They love the stats. They love ESPN. They love box scores. But guys, when you're not providing any context around stats, LeBron is the biggest stat stuffer. He's gonna not stat patter, stat stuffer. If you look at the box score, LeBron James is gonna fill.
They call him a stat pattern.
Anyway, they're gonna. He's going to fill the box score. That's just the way he plays. He just has the ability to do everything. We know that. But last night, if you just looked at the box score, you would think, my God, LeBron did everything he could possibly do to win. Them fucking people around him are bums. I mean, I was on Twitter last night, Instagram, looking at some of the stuff people were saying, And half the fucking topic was LeBron has no help. Look at him dragging these bums around. If you actually watch the fucking game, you see that there was not even a case. Okay? The niggas got schemed completely out of the game.
Especially when he said no help. Kevin Love had like 20.
He had like 22 and 15. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I get
I
it.
think Kyle Korver had like
Kyle Korver had 13 or 14 points
Right.
off the bench. So there were only 3 players in double figures. Now, JR didn't give you shit. Nobody else really gave you anything, which is
nobody-
understandable.
yeah, so,
But when you look at the context, LeBron had 21 points in the first quarter, 4 points in the second quarter. So that means the rest of the way he had 17 total points for the rest of the game, for the second half. When they were still within range in the fourth quarter. They were still down 7, 8 points.
Yeah,
they couldn't get over the hump.
7.
My problem with LeBron is that he seems to not be sure when to say, okay, he forgets that he's the best player on the court. It's almost like he gets to a point, they get close, and he's like, what the fuck am I doing out here with this ball? He forgets like that he's playing basketball. Take the ball, get the fuck out the way. At that point during the game, nobody else is giving you anything else, LeBron. Nobody's helping you. No, J.R. Smith's not going to save you. Love ain't going to save you. Tristan Thompson damn sure ain't going to save you.
People always like to say this shit. He's not Kobe. He's not Magic. But
You have to.
He's not Kobe.
You don't. He
He's
doesn't
not
have
Mike.
to be.
But people got to understand that Magic Johnson is a primary ball. But you know what happened when Kareem went down? My man that got you a 42-point triple-double in the championship. It was like 42-point triple-double, right? He got you a 42-point triple-double with a dub, with a championship. That's the reason why, because there's no, anybody who's really, really great can go out there and be like, oh, I'm going to score 60 tonight with no context on winning the game. If they just want to go out there and win, go out there and score. Like Kevin Durant, he could be like, shit, I'm going to just go I'm just going to get 70 tonight.
Now,
but what if that's not in the best interest for the team?
The thing about it was Kevin Durant had 37 points. Them 37 points were way more effective than LeBron's 42. It didn't even feel like the nigga had 42. Besides that first quarter when he was cooking, I thought the nigga was going to end up with 60 points after that first. I'm like, this nigga's finna go off for 60 this game. I dead ass thought, okay, LeBron is in his bag. This nigga finna go insane today. But it didn't. At the end of the day, you lost by 13. It didn't feel like it really contributed to the team really winning. Like, it didn't feel like how much did that really do for the team? You lost by 13, almost 15 points.
I would have rather seen that. Like, that's why LeBron's a great player. I just like to see him pick his spots.
Yeah,
more.
that's really what I'm harping.
The series ain't over.
Yeah, it's not.
Boston did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah, they held home court down. They won the 2 games.
So now it's up for Cleveland to go get it done on Saturday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We always want to see what they gonna respond with. Coach, I think Tyronn Lue is basically doing what we do. Yeah, he just watch the game. Like,
he just get paid a lot more than us. That's
he
about
says
it.
dumb shit that I think irritates his players more than anything. Like, oh, we're playing soft.
Yeah, like,
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Why don't you go fucking grab a clipboard and think of some shit to get them the fuck out of here instead of saying a bunch of dumbass shit. That's what I do if I LeBron smack the fuck out. Shut the fuck up. You got a player now. You don't, then stop talking. He just say shit that just probably would piss people off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we playing. Bitch, if I fucking tell Iverson to cross your stupid ass again and step over your dumb. But yeah, man,
stupid.
you know what I'm saying?
And then we got the Golden State Warriors and Houston Rockets tonight. That game is going down in, I don't even know what time it is, but in a few minutes, essentially. Very soon, game's going to be starting. That game's going to be phenomenal.
That series is like, to me, it's just like, all right. James Harden out there. Like, they don't play the right basketball. They tried to play dirty. They did all the dirty shit. They were talking crazy. You had James Harden getting all these points, and they still got that ass spanked. Was getting spanked. And Steph Curry was over there like.
You see what he said? If you guys didn't catch Steph at the post-op.
Did you hear what Chris Paul retarded ass said?
What he saying? I didn't hear it.
I'm better than him. The only thing he has over me is shooting.
Anyway, so we're going to ignore that comment by Chris Paul. I understand Chris Paul needs to be drug tested. I love Chris Paul, don't get me wrong, but he needs to be drug tested. Anyway, so they asked Steph at the end of the game, did you see what they were trying to do? They asked him. He said, yeah, I saw what they were doing. Because essentially they were trying to ISO Steph all game. They pulled the 2016 Cleveland shit, and it didn't really work. Because first of all, CP3 is not Kyrie. They don't have the same kind of game. First of all, CP3 is better in pick and roll situations. Kyrie is truly an ISO player. He does great in pick and roll, but Kyrie, you throwing the ball, everybody get the fuck out the way. Just make some space, because can't nobody stay in front of him. CP3 is not really. He can do it. Great. He's more of a pick and roll kind of guy. He utilizes more crafty. then Kyrie is just gonna use his handle, his quickness to get by.
He's just another example of analytics support him more than the actual game does.
Who, Chris Paul?
Yeah, he's a passer. Everybody like he's unselfish, but you ask him to play with him, they like, man,
I don't know
it's not the
about
case. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kenny Martin just did an interview. He was like, analytics love Chris Paul, but he was like, players don't like him because he plays with a different agenda.
Yeah,
it feel like he plays selfish. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, guys are in the locker room playing 82 games. I would go with that.
Yeah, but honestly, like he said, his prediction
James
was.
Harden got into it crazy too.
Yeah, we slapped his hand. Yeah. His prediction was Warriors in 5, and then mine was Warriors in 6. Essentially, he may be thinking 4 at this point. Who knows? We'll see after today.
I see tonight because obviously it can't be in 4 if the Rockets.
If the Rockets win, yeah. So who knows? So we'll see. But we just wanted to talk about what happened last night, really with the Cavs and the Celtics, man. So once again, it's your boy Hard Conversation.
I might sneeze.
Once again, leave comments on the videos, like, share, subscribe. 20 subscribers, hype, man. Let's keep going, man. We're gonna keep doing this thing. So peace out.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's in my bank account.